I'm Anne. I'm 72 years old. I am deaf and severely sight impaired.
Brilliant. And could you tell us a bit about what we've been doing with these, whereabouts we are, first of all, about...
Oh, it's Rotherham Sight Sound. It's a facility for visually impaired, VIs, and also for audible deaf people. We do all sorts of sports and activities, but the only one we've not done is sort of around music.
Oh, that's great.
So when we met you and Rian first at art installation, he said he did music. We said, oh yes, we're in for that. And I think we've done about 5 or 6 sessions. That's nice, isn't it? When you're visually impaired or even audibly impaired, you don't get a lot of freedom in what you do with a lot of things. But this, working with Rian, we've got the freedom to do musically what we want.
Yeah.
And you can feel it coming together over weeks. You know, it's... And today we've just learned what each person's sound is. And for me that's a big thing, to know what sounds they're making and I am. I love musical, I'm not musical. I was married to a professional musician, but I'm not musical. So this is, I don't know, it fills your heart with joy, really.
You know, when you were saying that it was, that it's freeing, in what sense is this freeing in relation to everything else that you do?
Yeah, lots of things. So we can't just sit and write. I love letter writing. We can't just sit and do that. We can't just get up and go for a walk. We can't go in places that we don't know. You can go in a room full of people and you're so alone if the person that with you's gone to get you a drink or order your food, because nobody relates to you. But with this music, we can, with freedom to do what we want. So it's brilliant for us. And Ryan's very good, and Sunshine's very good.
Maybe you could just tell us a little bit more, Anne, about that feeling of being with other people and being creative, I guess.
Yes, creative, that's the word, really. And even at our age, it's that freedom. And music's for anybody, it's not just for 18 to 25-year-olds. And this sounds that we make appeals to all of us. The people that's come from beginning, it does appeal to us. We're a little bit off centre, and music that we play is off centre.
My name's Kathleen Allott. I'm 74 years of age. I'm totally blind. I went blind about 5 years ago through glaucoma. I totally lost my sight about a year ago. I have a wonderful guide dog called Orchid, who is my absolute treasure. We first met Rian, I think in Sheffield, when we went to an exhibition and Sunshine, and then he talked about this music workshop he would like to do here, and it's just amazing, really. I think being totally blind, it gives me a freedom that I can actually do something for myself. Listening, I mean, I have to listen all the time, of course, but actually making music is something, well, I never thought I would do, and it's just absolutely wonderful. Amazing, really.
Had you made any music before?
No, never. I mean, I've always been interested in computers. I used to be an IT technician, but I've never actually made music. It's something I never even thought about, but actually doing it and listening to it and making those sounds and putting it together, it's just, well, just amazing. Yeah, it's wonderful.
I noticed a couple of times at the end when you all finished, you sort of smiled quite a lot. Was there a particular?
Well, it just makes. I think music does make you smile, though. Well, to me, music does. I love music. I always have. I mean, I used to be in a choir when I was younger, but actually making the music, I just never ever thought I would do anything like that at all. It's just, well, wonderful, and I'm just so glad he's actually given us the chance to do it, because everyone that is with us, they just love it.
These are the oscillators here. So these are generating your pitches. All right. So you can change like octave on it there. They're getting mixed down here as well. So you can. There's a lot to go at, isn't it?
I think try this filter, or you didn't go to the full. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
I can try and keep going.
I have a question, Kate. It's here, it's Sunshine now. The other day, you and Anne both expressed, what did you say? It was really quite nice. About like how the sounds were, even though it was really chaotic, it felt very three-dimensional. Can you just, say a bit about what you mean by that?
Three-dimensional. It's like it's.
Is it to do with both of your not having all of your hearing?
I think it's because being partially deaf as well, and it kind of surrounds you. It's very difficult to explain. And you feel it as well. You feel it in here. And it's just, when you hear it and it becomes so, it's loud and you feel as if you can touch it as well. It's very, very strange. You feel as if it's just surrounding you. And it's just a wonderful feeling. That's the only way I can explain it.
My name's Mick. I'm severely sight impaired as of May last year. Although I'd lost sight in my right eye about 6 years ago, they said that in about 5 years I could lose the other sight in my other eye, and they weren't far off of the estimation. It was 5 years and 1 week. It took me a while to rally round of the people that could help me, because we didn't know. I've always worked in all my life, so I've never had any benefits or anything, so it was not knowing who to contact. But once we, I think we got in touch with RNIB, which was maybe a London-based place, and they advised us that there was a place in Rotherham and a place in Sheffield, which we got in touch, and then everything from that day up to just they've helped me considerably. It's been a hard ride, but yeah, I'm not that type of guy just to become a couch potato. I'll get up and have a go, and pardon the pun, look forward.
Could you tell us a bit about what you've been doing today and with Rian with the music sessions?
Yeah, and how you feel about them.
Well, the music, it's quite good. I like lots of type of music, but my main music is Tamla Motown and Northern Soul. So just to come here, and it was I was always looking for something to get me out of the house, really, and not knowing what was happening. So to come here, and they said it was a music project. I didn't know much about it, but Ryan's a good he's a good teacher. He's learnt a lot about different types of music without actually using musical instruments. So you can find sounds of I don't know, dried peas in a paper bag, if you like. It's so you can make different sounds, and over the weeks I've got more and more interested. It's in fact today, when we've all interacted with the different sounds, I felt my foot tapping as well. So yeah, it was quite good to learn the other side of music, if you like. It's because a lot of it is audio anyway. So so you don't have to play an instrument to make a sound.
Great, thank you. Could you tell us a bit about how it felt to be sort of playing the music and with other people, and what sort of things you were thinking about?
It makes you think that you're listening to the music, and because we've all got different sounds, you do tend to listen for the music that you're playing and where that could fit in with the other members of the class. Not that time already, is it?
Have you done anything like this before? Had you made music or done sort of creative things before? Or?
No, I've never done anything like this before. It's so that's what makes it a challenge. It's doing something new. No, I've heard different types of music, but not being musically minded, as in playing an instrument. It was another challenge.
And has it given you any ideas for other things you might like to try, or you might sort of carry on with it, or?
Yes, I'd like to carry on doing different things with the music. Yeah, it's quite like I say, it's quite challenging, and up to now we're working up to a conclusion. So so to be a part of that right up to the very end, and to see what the end result is, then yeah, and plus if we do get to a conclusion where it's satisfactory, then I wouldn't mind introducing this and trying to get other people to be interested as well.